Hey guys, what's going on? I'm gonna do a Road to Commander here, bro. Road to Commander? Road to Challenger, sorry. Not sure what game to go through. Yeah, we've played a little bit with D4. Stats are alright. Maybe I'll go through this game here. This game was actually quite interesting. Maybe I'll do this one. This Kindred, by the way, literally went AFK, so maybe I go through this. It's a bit specific because it's Kindred. But yeah, maybe I should just go through this one. And by the way, there's no gameplay here because most of these, if not all, are on a replay. So I think I'll go through this one and we'll see how we go. Maybe I do a couple because, yeah, we'll see how we go. If this goes like 30, 40 minutes, I'll probably just upload this one because I kind of want to play at the moment. I've done lots of work, so I was like, maybe I can play a game of YOLO Q. So going into this game, lots of this is obviously going to be Shaco, and yeah. So going into this game, if I look at the enemy team here, they have Kindred, who beats me level 1. They have Veigar, who is kind of bad, just like Orianna, not really great. Urgot's pretty good because of his E, right? And Yasuo doesn't really do too much. Yasuo is still pretty good, though. But Aphelios is kind of useless because he doesn't have any abilities, right? Compared to Jhin, I'd much rather have Jhin. Leona Yumi. Leona's probably better. But I just don't think we can defend this area, right? Because you've got to remember, like, in this season, you can't afford to place a box here. So if this was previous season, I would definitely contest this area with a box. But now they just run straight through. Don't get CC'd or anything. So it's a lot more difficult to defend this. It's not impossible. It's just like if you have a level 1 with an Aphelios, Orianna's not great, right? It's going to be hard to defend this area without a box setup, yeah? So in this game, I'm pretty sure I start at Wolves. As you can see, you just put a box down. And what I do in this game, I think it's very hard to invade if they have a counter to it, which they do, because for whatever reason, the blast cone doesn't spawn, bro. So you see me here, just do the camp with smite. I queue over, and there's no blast cone anymore. So this season, bro, is really cooked for Shaq. But just remember, this doesn't make or break games as much as people are saying. Yes, it's annoying, but we didn't have this, like, 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago. So everyone needs to chill, and there were challenger Shacos. So yeah, everyone just relax. And I know this is warded, right? So in every game I've played, by the way, and done this invade, someone has warded either here or in that brush, like every single time. And I know that Kindreds love to start red buff, right? Or on their buffs. They're not really that great at clearing raptors, like a Lily or a Hecarim might be. So I know here the Kindred is probably started over here. And what I'm looking at here is the Veigar. The Veigar is going to tell me if he moves what his jungler is thinking, right? So if Veigar runs at me here, I know their Kindred is thinking of running at me too. And you see here how I ward, so she's done that. And I do this camp, and all of a sudden I see Veigar move a little bit weird, right, towards me there. So I just queue out, get out of there. And this looks bad because I don't have smite, and I'm down a camp here because Kindred's obviously going to finish off Raptors. But this is what you want as Shaq. Like, you guys are going to think I'm trolling here. Like, just remember this game's easy for me. And one of the reasons why is because the game here is chaotic. She's gone red Raptors. I'm more than happy with this because it makes the game random. And that's exactly what you want as a Shaq. It's just about jungling properly after that. And it is difficult and it takes lots of games and practice at it. But the more experience you guys have, the more you'll recognize these patterns. And there's lots of them. So yeah, don't put pressure on yourselves to, you know, like jungle perfectly. Because I definitely don't in some of these games after stuff like this. Now, what I'm thinking here, right, is that after I queue through mid lane like this Kindred is going to see me. Now, I want you to tell me about the jungle matchup here. What do you guys think? Kindred has red buff. She's full HP just like me, but she has red buff, right? I'm a level 2 Shaco. I can never really beat her unless she face checks a box, and even if she does, she has red buff advantage, right? Which is huge, especially on a ranged champion. So, what my brain is telling me here is, look, I can't really contest this blue buff. It's also a dangerous camp to do because there's so many angles for her to attack me, right? So I really don't want to go to my blue and do it. And if she runs there, I think it's kind of good play from her. She could always think, by the way, of doing that. I think that's better. But yeah, if she does this, I'm never going to be able to do anything about it, right? And I also don't have smite still. So if she runs to my top side, I'm more than happy. So what I do is fake as if I'm running there like this. So if you look at the enemy vision here, they'll see a Shaco running towards top side like that, right? Okay, I guess like this minion ran up. But anyway, they're probably still going to think that I'm running towards blue buff, yeah? What I do is just pivot back down, and I'm going to do Raptors. And I think I might do Krugs after this because it gives me level 3, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do red instead. Yeah, I just do red here, which is fine. I don't think I'm under like any threat here from Kindred because I think she's up here, which is what she is doing. And yeah, my plan here is just to hit level 3, right? Like, the enemy bot lane is impossible to kill. They're full HP. Mid lane as well is impossible to kill. Full HP with flash. It is so difficult for me to make any play here without being 3, even if I was level 3. What I do after this is I'm thinking about Kindred's Blue. Why am I thinking about Kindred's Blue? Is because I know, or I just have a feeling, really, that she's on my blue. Yeah? So if the Kindred stayed in fog here, she might actually have a good chance of killing me. Because of her bot lane. It's really lucky, obviously. But if the Kindred just went all the way around mid like this in fog, and I started her blue and did it like here, there's actually like a chance I could die. If Kindred goes like this and auto attacks me once, I'm in big trouble. Like, I have to queue out over here. If she flashes after me, if Yumi's attached to her with exhaust, whatever it is, like, it's not that fun for me. But I have to do it here because it stabilizes jungle and maybe even gets me ahead of her. Anyway, so as I run towards her blue buff here, I see that she's mid lane. I've got to be a little bit careful of Yumi out of base because my Leona's bot. I think I make a micro mistake here because I E. And I know here, guys, that I'm only getting one E. The reason I've E'd is because I want Orianna to be part of the fight. So by E'ing, I slow this person as soon as I can, right? If I was right here, I'd just auto attack, you know? Like, what's the point in E'ing when you're right next to them? But I'm not. So here I just wanted to E this person so Orianna might be able to catch up and deal damage. But what I should really do is hold it here because there's still a good chance that I can kill this Kindred, especially with Q. Like, if you have Q here, if you can just run into someone and hold your Q, you can use this as like a finisher with E and Ignite. I still don't think the E is too bad, right? And you can see how I run behind her there to get the backstab in. If I just auto attack to, you know, face on, it's going to deal like half the damage or something. And you can see how Orianna kind of catches up. I Q there. I probably should even wait to hold my Q there. Oh, bro, my micro is so bad. It's not bad. Like, everything I do there looks kind of good, but there's just like a couple of things that I probably should have done differently. Yeah, like here, I don't think there's any reason to Q, right? I should just stay on top of this person. And then when I think that I can execute them with Q, backstab, and what else would I need? Ignite, right? So that's the advantage of holding E. Is that your E, when you Q and backstab, wherever they flash, it will be in your E range, so you can damage them again after they flash away, right? So you see when Kindred flashes here, where's my E at Ignite? Oh, I don't have E because I used it. It's still not bad, right? Like, I can still convert this difference here. Level 3, level 2, HP difference. I can still convert this into a win. But unfortunately on this map, might be rare, to be honest. Their bot lane can cover it, and that's what they do. But I should have been more precise with my micro there. So that was kind of bad. Good to go through this game, I guess. Let's go. We've learned something already. And after this, you can see how I'm like, oh, the crab's up in 20 seconds. Do I want to go in here and invade? But I know their bot lane here, if you just watch what they do. I'm pinging for assistance here, by the way, so my bot lane knows what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pinging here. I'm saying, look, we can play for this. I've got Leona, who's still really good. Even though my bot lane is behind here, you know, it's still fine. Still fine to play here. I have Leona. Orianna as well is probably better than Veigar. Maybe not. Never mind. But anyway, so I don't go for the invade. Just going back to this point, I don't go for the invade, even though I'm a lot stronger than Kindred, because of this. The junglers that I'm playing against at the moment have kind of brains, especially playing against Shaco. Like, they really think about what you want to do to them, especially when they're low. Like, they have that awareness. So I know here, just from playing against these players enough, that I just can't make that play. You guys can still go for shit like that, by the way. Like, if you die, so what? Like, just learn from it. You'll learn, like, your limits on the Shack a lot quicker by going for plays like that and actually making mistakes. Like, that's what you really want to do. Anyway, you can see how I go for the crab in the end because I do have the prio bot. So that's what we do. And I know after I take this crab, right, this Kindred is probably going to go to the top crab. If there are 2 crabs up and I take one of them, she's going to go for the other one, right? So that's what I'm thinking about here. And I also know this Kindred doesn't have flash. Yeah? So the Kindred doesn't have flash. Her red buff as well is probably expired. So I know this person is a lot less of a threat than they might be if they had those things, flash and red buff. So I know here is the red buff Shack with Ignite still. I'm in a great position to fight this Kindred. And as soon as I get on her, right, we should be chilling. You can see here, that Ignite, though, I didn't really need to just because my auto attack was so close. Again, that might have been ping, but I should obviously hold my Ignite there. Still not bad, though. We get the Veigar's flash, and it'll help Orianna in lane. Not that she really needs it in that matchup, but it will just help. And you can see how I still want to play for this, right? Main reason is because Kindred doesn't have flash, and I'm a red buff approach velocity Shaco, I think I have. I do. So I just feel as if we can win this fight because of those details, right? Again, it's not just like Kindred versus Shaco. It's about this Kindred against this Shaco. And you just look at this person and think, can I kill this person when she doesn't have flash, blue buff, no red buff? I'm probably got, HP is kind of the same, right? Here I'm just like trying to, how do you put it, space her auto attacks and wait for my Q here. So if I had Q right now, I would click back and then probably Q over this wall like that. The only difference, or the only bad thing about that is she's still like so far away. And if she would have seen that Q, she's just going to run off like this. And my Q's damages everything, yeah? Like getting a backstab in, guys, with your Q is the most important mechanic on this champ. So I probably wouldn't use it like that. I'm just saying like it's some idea I could have if she's doing this, right? I could Q back in and I'll get onto her. Most likely. Yeah, here it's just about communicating to your mid lane. Look, I really want to fight this. Like, can we go? I just run at her here in a straight line, right? Auto attack her once, so I've got the red buff on. I Q over. Unfortunately, I missed my backstab here because I thought she was going to run down like this. And then as soon as I auto attack, she turns back into me. Again, that could be like a bit of a ping diff, but still. And at the end of this, just because we're kind of 2v1ing her, we get the kill, right? And we win. Not sure if Orianna could have queued as well. But anyway, we get the kill there. Even though it looks close, like in my head, this is just correct. And what should happen? It's a 2v1 basically. Because the Veigar can't do anything. No flash, 1 HP. From the initial Ignite gank we did. And after this play, I end up doing Crab. I could maybe go for a Raptors there as well. After this play, so it's definitely a thing. I could go for Raptors, but I don't really want to entertain that. When Veigar could like TP back and Kindred might get here quickly. So for whatever reason, maybe it's actually good me going into Raptors. But yeah, I just decided to do the Crab here because I think it's safe. And yeah, maybe Raptors is better. This is where jungler gets a little bit interesting, especially against Kindred. Because Kindred doesn't have a mark yet, right? She's got 0 kills on me anyway because I was marked. And she doesn't have a marked camp. So the next mark is going to be one of the crabs, right? Or the only crab, I guess, because both have been taken. So only one crab is now going to spawn for the rest of the game in either river. That crab is going to be the mark. So I've already got that in my head. Like, the next crab is something I really want to play for because it denies Kindred a lot. The reason I don't recall here is nothing to do with gold, right? So I'm on 1200 gold, so I could base right now. The reason I'm probably going to stay here and do 1-2, I mean, it kind of is related to gold a little bit, but I'm not losing anything. I don't think this Kindred can run at me and invade me at all. So because I'm kind of close to Gromp here, I can just run to Gromp and do it. That's level 1, by the way. And then I can do my Raptors again, right? Or Wool, sorry. And then after that, I can base for Dirk Longsword and run out into this area. Yeah? Hopefully that makes sense. So the main reason here I'm doing this is because I don't lose anything. Really good awareness by me to W the blue buff that's not there that she took. Good for me. So because I'm not losing anything here, right, I can afford to do my camps. Yeah? If I thought, for whatever reason, the Kindred was going to do this, I would probably just base with a Dirk and run here, yeah? But I just didn't think she would do that. If you want an explanation why, just ask in the comments and I will answer you. But let's try to get through more of this game. Running out of base here, I know this guy doesn't have flash, right? Why do I know he doesn't have flash? Because he used it before, yeah? That's like kind of what separates, I think, better players from not that great players, and I might even be talking about like Master and shit here, is that when I see Veigar, it's not like he's full HP holding topside, this guy just has no flash. And with an Orianna ultimate, right, he always dies. So even though he's full HP, someone might think, oh, that's unkillable, or Kindred could be in the area. It's like, bro, this guy like is going to take so much damage from my backstab with Serrated Dirk Longsword, the Orianna ultimate. That's the detail you have to get into. It's not like, I don't know, Kindred versus Shac, like I said before. It's all about the game you're in and the example that's right in front of you. And you have to treat it like, you know, independent from any concept that you might have about how to play fights or when to gank and shit like that. This guy's pushed up. It's pretty simple. He's pushed up without flash. That's it. You don't have to think about anything else here. Oh, your camps are up. Who cares? What wins the game? Killing the Veigar or doing my Raptors here? Killing the Veigar, right? Because it leads to minion wave advantage for Orianna. We might get his ultimate. He might use it for no reason. There are lots of things, yeah? Also means that I could put pressure on Kindred. So Orianna is still healthy with ultimate here. So maybe I could run at the Kindred instead or do an objective like Dragon, right? So it can lead to more things, better resources for you and your team getting kills. Because I don't think I can invade the Kindred here, because I'm suspecting she's cleared her camps, I just go back to Raptors here. What I'm guessing I'm doing after this, you can actually see how I'm pinging the crab, so I told you guys how I was thinking about this when I took the first mark on the crab. I know that's going to be the next one. So I'm pinging here to let my teammates know that's probably what I'm going to do, right? So after my Krugs, I'm going to recall and run at that crab. Let's see if I do it. If there's a fight bot, I will actually hang around. So here I wanted to hang around bot because you see how low they are. And I know this Jhin doesn't have flash, or probably doesn't because he used it kind of early in this game. So what I'm thinking about here is going through lane to protect these guys, right? And in a lot of games here, obviously this Jhin is going to run forward. But again, this Elo, I guess, probably all of these like Master Koreans. Again, it's not like that great. But yeah, they have a bit of awareness. You can tell how they play about where the Shack might be. But I thought this was a good play just doing this, and they didn't see me at all. I got in here, like, without being seen. It's just that they're kind of smart. They don't move up. They play safe. And, yeah, at this point, I just recall and run to the crab again, right? And the crab is the mark. For whatever reason, though, this Kindred runs it down here. So, full runs into my Yasuo and just dies. But I'm still going to show, like, how to win a game like this, because the funny thing here is that I've got a hard losing bot lane. My Orianna, by the way, gets solo killed a few times by Veigar, so their mid laner as well was kind of diffing mine. But we still have to like play properly and win this game, right? Even though the Kindred literally just ran it down. So we'll continue this game for a little bit. If we go back here, why do you think I'm ganking mid? What did we say before? What conditions were alive in the mid lane? I wanted to gank mid before because... But what is this noise? I wanted to gank mid lane before because Veigar, the champion I want to kill, this guy right here, what does he not have? Flash. And what do we have? We've got a Shaco out of base who's pretty fed, and Orianna still has ultimate. She didn't use it before, right? So why not go mid and gank the no flash Veigar? Wow, League is so simple, eh? What camp do I do here? Oh, yeah, this was another example of me being really good. I forgot that Yasuo had red buff, or didn't even realize, obviously, so I queued over and wasted like 10 seconds. Do our Raptors, though. Come back to the mark. And at this point in the game, guys, like, when you get a kill like this, right, and you go to Raptors and then you run off to top crab like this, it's important to think about the jungle reaction, right? So the Kindred, yeah, who ran it down to my Yasuo, has just seen me kill her Veigar. She's also just seen me probably take her Raptors, yeah? At least the crab. This crab has been marked for like, what, 45 seconds, some shit? So she knows for a fact I'm going to take this crab. So as Kindred here, you're probably thinking, this Shaco, how dare this guy? He killed my mid laner. He's taking the top crab. Oh, I need to get this guy back by doing anything down here, yeah? So after this crab, depends what I have. I might have Ghostblade here. I don't have Ghostblade, so there's no point me basing. So I'm guessing what I'm going to do here, you can even see me asking for vision, right? So I'm asking for someone to ward this because I'm thinking about what Kindred's reaction is going to be. For whatever reason she's ran to Krugs. Again, I don't really care what she does here. But that's the correct move for her, is just to run straight to drag here. Her going to Krugs, I don't know if she's hella tilted or something like that. And you can see what I actually end up doing is running straight to my red buff here because I don't want the Kindred to take it. I also... put a box down on the drag, because that's her counterplay, right, to what I just did. And even ganking bot lane, can you imagine if she just showed up now or queued over this wall? Which is why I clicked towards bot here. And again, I clicked towards bot kind of to make sure Kindred could still show up. It depends how hard my bot lane goes, pause. So because they've gone quite deep here, holy, I'm going to run here and just make sure that if Kindred shows up, we still win. Yes? Funnily enough, my bot lane dies to the Yuumi. Let's go. So we run here, we Q ignite, get the kill, and then we run off. Now, next question here. What do we do now? Do I do my bot camps? Do I do drag? It's actually quite interesting here, because I'm pretty sure I recall and run to Grubs, and I think it's correct, because not because we have Ghostblade here. But I'm pretty sure anyway, like, she's never going to invade my bot camps here, yeah? Like, if I'm bot side of the map, there's no way she can run in and contest me on them because I'm so strong. So what I'm thinking here is, well, Kindred's reaction to me showing bot is to do Grubs, right? So I'm thinking here, Kindred is going to do the Grubs. And I think that I've got a timing here to get there to stop her from doing them. And when I recall here and run there, for whatever reason, she's doing blue. Might even be smart, right? Her bot lane's winning. Like, literally, the only lane that's doing kind of well is her bot lane. So maybe her even leaving Grubs and saying, Shaco, you can have that. I'm going to try and influence this side of the map is smart. So I end up going to Grubs out of base with Ghostblade. And you can see again how I've asked for vision here at 8:53 on these camps because I don't want them to get taken. I know again that's the counterplay. Another really important detail which we've already talked about. Or, I don't know if we have talked about it, but anyway. The grubs, right, are here. Look at them. Look at the heads, bro. Look at them. The grubs are up. So because the grubs are up, I was kind of expecting to see Kindred here. But she's not here. So my brain isn't just like, oh, she's not here, that's cool, let's do grubs. My brain is like, oh, she's not here, so where is she? So if you see a resource up that you thought would have been contested, or the enemy jungler could have been at, should have been at, where are they then? If they're happy to say, Shaco, you have grubs. That's an important resource. That's a nice resource. You have grubs. I'm going to... I want you guys to pause it and answer the question I'm about to ask. Are you ready? What do I do after grubs? What I just did shouldn't need an explanation from what we've been through so far in this video. I'm going to be honest, I think I actually macro perfectly. Apart from forgetting that my blue buff was taken and red buff was taken. Just the micro, man. Micro here. Don't need to ult. I was a little bit scared he was going to get away, but my ult's really awkward because my clone got stunned by the Veigar cage. So I don't need to ult there either. So if I had my ult, maybe we could force a fight somewhere else, dive bot lane or anything like that, right? So yeah. But same thing there, right? It's a Veigar with no flash and my Orianna has ultimate. Someone, like, he's going to die, bro. Where did I ping at 10:45? Look at the minimap. Where did I ping, bro? Oh, I know you guys can't see the stats in the bottom left there. That sucks. Where did I ping at 10:45? I pinged on the way to my blue buff and shit, right? Why am I going to my blue buff and stuff? Do I recall here for a Dirk? Probably should, eh? I don't know if I stay. Yeah, I think I just run there because I thought, oh, she could be on them really soon. The reason I'm doing this is just because of Kindred's counterplay, right? I just killed the Veigar. She knows she's losing that bot crab, which could have been marked. I can't remember. It was marked as well, right? So this Kindred has given up her mid laner, bot crab that's marked. So what is she going to get in return? Probably my top camps. And again, I know she's not, like, maybe playing properly in this game, but I would do this against anyone, bro. Which is why, like, every game is so free. And you'll see it in every game as well. You go and watch Canyon and shit play, like, you'll see this shit the whole time. Reason I run up here is because champs are king. So instead of doing blue, look at top lane. Remember as well, right, the Kindred wasn't near the Veigar when I killed him over here. And she wasn't even interested in the bot crab that was marked. So because of those reasons, my brain is again thinking she's either here or near there. Like, maybe she's in this brush, about to run out. She's not. But maybe that's what she's thinking, right? I actually think she might even be playing properly, by the way. But anyway. And I just run straight top. This is exactly the same as when I was running straight bot at level 6 when my bot lane was fighting, right? They killed the Jhin. They tried to dive the Yuumi. I ran there just in case Kindred was here. Even if my teammates are winning a fight, the enemy jungler is in my brain the entire time. Just like it is here. How do I know Kindred's not here? I don't, so I have to run there. Even if I saw Kindred bot, which we might have done, but I think I missed it in the game. Even if I saw Kindred bot, I'm still running top. Why? Because it's close. It's a close fight. So I just want to make sure. Me investing 10 seconds to potentially GG this lane, and Yasuo 1v9s, which he does, by the way, is way more worth than doing Wolves and Gromp. I can still do them after. Yeah. So we run straight top. And it gets a little bit awkward just because Urgot is a little bit healthy here and see how he wards over. And I just didn't want to waste time here because of his HP. So, I think it's correct, but I think this Yasuo pinged me. But I think what I do is definitely good, where I basically just go in. And even though I die here, we just get a kill. And the great thing about this is that Yasuo, a bit unfortunate there with Yasuo hitting him as I like ran out of tower range. That was kind of random. Because if this guy's half HP, you might 1v2 the Veigar and Kindred, who do kill him here. And you guys might be thinking, oh, wow, like, Eagz, you died there, and you gave a shutdown. But my Yasuo, even if he doesn't get the kill, right? The Urgot is missing so much in terms of golden experience. The Yasuo is also gaining just a tower plate here. And even if the Kindred and Veigar kill this guy, right? Even if they kill this guy, they are spending time. And what do we get in return? This. So even though I die and Yasuo dies here, this is totally fine. Kindred flashes. Yes, Veigar gets a shutdown. That might be questionable. But the Orianna here can go bot, hopefully dive, get mid tower. I would do that every day. Every single situation, bro, that's like that. I'm 100% diving the Urgot because of what happens after it. Just a bit of a shame they have a roaming Veigar. But yeah. I'm gonna keep going with this game a little bit, I guess. Honestly, I reckon that's good, bro. I think this is good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to go through another game just because I need to go to the toilet. That's really why, and I don't want to edit the video. Bro, great commitment by me. But no, I'll go through another game. I'll probably play a few right now. I might even stream them. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you learned something, please leave a like down below. Yeah, any questions, leave them in the comment section. For coaching, you've got the website down below too. Stay tuned. Big things coming. Pause. Don't be shit, bye.